Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Welcome back. To cap off week 3, we are now, as has become a bit of a tradition, showcase all the week 4 shards, and I am extremely excited to be here with Maddie doing this.
Yes, don't mind the profile picture. I didn't have time to change it.
Yeah, this is definitely the real Maddie. Trust us.
Yep.
Yeah, for week 4, I'm looking over it right now. We have, I would say, like, we're branching out more in map variety. I think that's the best way to sum it up.
Oh yeah.
So difficulty isn't necessarily spiking by any means.
No, we've hit the point of the tournament where we're turning up the dial ever so slightly every week.
Yeah.
And we're not so much jumping to get rid of the, not necessarily get rid of, but wean out the top level players from the lower level players. So,
yeah.
And especially because this week is only the lower bracket, we're kind of allowed to be a little more lenient with the difficulty as well.
Yeah, so it goes two ways. We both have by far the hardest chart so far in the week. Like, it's not even remotely close. But in there, we also have some easier stuff. So it should be a very interesting week. And the big one, of course, while we still have it as a best of 9, there's now 11 shards and no 2 more shards to pick from.
The best of does increase.
Does it increase?
Yes, it is now a best of 11.
I thought I read that in the rules.
So it is first to 6. It is first to 6 maps.
Yo, that's crazy. Who decided that?
There is 13 maps including tiebreaker. I believe. Might be 12. I could be wrong. I mean, I can count.
Yeah, it's 11 plus 1.
Yeah, so 12 maps including the tiebreaker. So you have 11 to choose from, which does still give you that option of 2 charts at the very end. So you're not forced into any
12 with
picks.
the tiebreaker, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Either way, enough about that. I think that's not really the big point here. Of course, the big point is to say that there's a lot of variety.
Oh,
and if we're ready, we might just start off because there's a lot of charts to go through.
Yeah, we do have a lot of charts to go through, so let's go ahead and kick it off. Transition over.
All right. And we are starting up with a silver sharks with an artist that I have sharded before that were so kind as to lend us their music for TTCC here. This is going to be interesting with 8-bit.
Oh, the collection's broken.
There it is.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. Perfect. It's going to be Sunexo, which we have seen before in Trombone Champ, but never in a tournament setting. An Ending Nightmare. This is a very fun one. Quirky little map. This will be mostly on sync this time.
Yes, we found a middle ground for the sync this time, so it shouldn't sound horribly wrong. Getting into it.
This is mostly a flick aim map. Aim-focused map, I would say. But it also has a bit of a surprise in it, which we are building up towards.
Yes. It is a very fun pattern to play. As we get a bit into the flick aim here. But wait a second. Why not make it slides?
Yeah, these are very fun. The replay is struggling a bit. I promise it sounds a bit better when you play it in real life. Yeah, these are just on that threshold where they are playable. You can see I'm getting nices on these, but it's very easy to miss if you're not really acting the whole way through.
And a bit of a tighter spacing here to keep you on your toes. Make sure you're not over-holding.
Yeah. You want to be just like going in the staircase.
We also have a question of, is this FCable? Yes.
Yes, very much so, because I removed the diff spike. if we kept the diff spike, it would be absolutely impossible to FC, so thank me for that. Yeah, it's a tough one to FC for sure. It is no mod, keep that in mind. So it requires a lot of consistency, especially in the aim department.
Yeah, this map will also allow a bit of a comeback potential in the second half, as it is a bit on the long side of 4 minutes.
Okay, here the 8-bit noise is popping up though. Listen to that harmony. That's almost the exact same synth. Yeah, this is a longer one, and while it doesn't have like a massive diff spike at the end, it does get a bit harder. It's just enough that like you won't be sitting there and like just waiting for the match to end. Keeps you on your toes.
Back into the slides.
Meow. Oh yeah, I've not seen the TT for any of these replays. Because the profile I play with doesn't have it on. So that's a bit funny to see.
I'm soft locked.
Oh.
I'm soft locked, okay. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll make sure that
that might I have
other
outdated mods
competitors.
just to make the leaderboard work. That might be
Yeah.
something with there.
Wait, you're out of the shark though, so.
Yeah, I can pause. I can get out of a replay. It's not a soft
Very
lock,
cool.
soft lock. It's just you got to be careful in the actual.
Yeah, I think quickest restart will also get you out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We didn't have it when soft locking was a huge issue, that mod. Either way, back to the map pool. That was Unending Nightmare, and now we are going back to an artist we have seen before with Beyond. Right below here. This is Lime, which we had as the tiebreaker with Luminaria before.
This is no mod. Disregard the easy in the top right.
As well as Pixel Princess in week 1. Oh yeah, wait, that's it. Oh, that's weird. Thank Bonomi and Magic Motion. That is true. Been a lot of Lime so far.
Yeah, a bit of a tap run there, no mod.
We'd love to see that.
This one a bit on the shorter side as we approach the ending here. Something
very
to...
technically demanding. It doesn't really let go much this song.
Yeah, very much comeback potential in the outro here. You can just slip up and give your opponent that option back in.
Indeed. Given that it is no mod, anything can happen. For our next one, it's gonna be the last no mod of week 4. Bit of a surprise there. So despite the increase in maps, actually less no mods this time around.
Yeah, only 3 no mods in the losers catch up round here.
Indeed.
As the third one will be
Sommarfågel. It does say that in the description, but Sommarfågel is Swedish for butterfly. And this is, of course, a bit of a reprise from last year TTCC with the Vintergatan song. And as Doran has said, it is indeed a banger. Swedish Silver. Tjenare! Hur är läget? So this song, as a chart, builds up slow and steady towards the end. It is, of course, a jump aim map.
kind of a throwback to the qualifiers of TTCC 2024 with Star Machine 2000.
Yeah, it's a very similar sounding one and does play a bit similar as well, but I would say it's a very different style still.
As we get into the aim consistency here.
But still, some breaks between these huge runs.
Yeah, a bit of time to reset that mouse.
Yeah. Collect yourself before what has to be the final section. Or the outro.
Calm before the storm here. Maybe check the scoreboard, see if you're ahead or behind, if you're feeling risky.
And here we really go.
The aim really picking up here.
And caps off with the outro, which is also pretty hard.
A lot of octave switching here. That will be your 3 nomads for week 4.
Indeed. And it's like we're just starting with all the silver shards, because starting off the hiddens for this week is kind of a continuation of last week's Disco Necropolis. We have Grand Excumation / Skeleton Boomerang. This is 2 songs in one. This one is actually a bit easier than Disco Necropolis, I would say. This is more of an act-focused map. Still fairly hard on its own, but should give players with just steady aim a chance to shine.
Yeah, a bit of a calm intro with a few hard parts, kind of like Skeleton Boomerang last week. The disco. So we get into playing the bass section.
That is the intro of Skeleton Boomerang. And it heads into the main theme, of course. Which, of course, is a banger. So far for a while it's been pretty steady on the aim, but as it develops we get a bit of these runs, which can definitely be tricky, and a bit of a jump here.
Yeah, this is really the consistency hidden. Can you stay consistent throughout the last half of this chart?
Yeah, I'm not super surprised if we'd see FCs come out on this one, but at the same time, like, those tap runs in the beginning, some of those jumps at the ending there, it's definitely not a given. So for some, this is going to be like an act map. For some, it's just going to getting as long as a combo as possible. But sitting at a 3.7 diff is definitely like the most doable HD we've had in a while.
Oh yeah.
Which...
Heading into the second and last hidden, per se.
Yeah, put an
asterisk on that.
that one, but yeah.
We do have Echoes of a Lost Tale.
This one is very different. Very fun. Very fun song here. Started by PX. Also perfect fit for the 8-bit. Pretty much your typical swing rhythm. But has just enough for your like variety in between there. And I'm not an HD player, but I do remember. I think I did pretty well in this one.
Yeah, this map is really hard to play if you are not a hidden player. Also a bit on the longer side here, sitting at 3 minutes.
Yeah, not the longest of the week, but it is a fairly long week, especially with the addition of 2 shards.
Yeah.
So maybe stamina is going to become more of an issue for the... This is such a vibe of a song. All these different parts that just go well together, I think. All
Yeah,
with
they
their
all
own
fit
personality.
so well.
I'm holding 500 on HD right now, that's crazy actually. This part is so good. I'm kind of butchering though.
Yeah, the rhythms get a bit tricky here. As we head into the outro.
I think for Trombone Champ, time is a very interesting parameter to work with. Put it that way. I think 3 minutes is usually a pretty good time for a Trombone Champ shard.
Yes, as
But it
we
depends on what you're asking.
will now head into the part that has everyone in chat asking what in the world is going on. Well, we will answer your question as we head
HD.
into the hidden and easy chart.
HD
The years of flowering.
Ringing it for Albert, of course. We saw him drop the Electra and said, "We got you, homie." No, but realistically, of course, HD Easy is HD but easier. And do not get tricked by this rather inconspicuous intro. This chart holds a very, or song rather, holds a very terrible secret. That is not what you'd expect. And I'm not talking about the ending despite. That one is also very real.
Yeah, this song throws a curveball at you halfway through.
Yeah. But the intro here, like, this is definitely why it's a interesting HGEC's chart, I will say. Just as kind of commenting from behind the scenes. This is still very hard stuff to pull off on HGEC. As you can see, the timing of these tips, yeah, I'm really struggling. They're just like pretty unintuitive in terms of timing. Instead of like being just like flat out staircase aim or whatever. You gotta constantly change your aim.
And here's the curveball.
Yeah, it's actually the Macarena. This is the next best thing after Euphoria, of course. And here is the starting of the dip spike. As the shark just builds up and builds up until it can't take it no more.
It eases you in with the Macarena and then doubles the BPM. Not really.
Yeah, practically.
As the patterns get trickier and trickier.
Yeah, so when I recorded this replay for contest, I thought, yeah, Derpy is not going to be using this part anywhere, it's fine. So I didn't really bother too much. Of course, not anticipating that we'd be doing a live show.
And there you go.
Yeah, it just keeps on building up, that one. That is the HDEC of the week, but it's not the only easy. As we head on to the very interesting easy pool of week 4.
Yes.
Starting off with La Ciudad. This one is... Ooh, okay.
Knee washy banger.
Get your fucking, like, I don't know how to describe this. You gotta be on your toes for this entire charge. Maybe Make a Rusa is like the closest thing I can compare this to. Oh yeah, this combo, by the way, is like insane. I think I'll get a 200 combo here or something. Oh, this is not me. This is PX.
No, the Killer Blood is BW.
I will not take any credit. Yeah, I'm still holding, holy. Look at this guy. Who's this guy playing? Oh, okay, I picked up. There it goes.
Yeah, this chart does not let up, and it is almost 5 minutes.
Yeah. Goodbye, my 7-up.
Bit of a triplet rhythm in there.
Yeah, it trips you up so easily, that stuff. You gotta be so vigilant for the rhythms in this one. That actually didn't work really well. I will take credit for that slide. Being an easy shard, that is actually very, very, very easily played. And those are, of course, very fast triplets. this chart for anyone who has a good grasp of rhythm. Can keep it steady. Should be a good pick. Yeah, I just want to say I'm gonna put a pin in that. Alright, Electro, sorry. There will be leaks next week. It is inevitable for all songs to turn into Mario Kart 8 songs at some point. And it's still not over. One last section.
The chart just keeps on giving.
Yeah, that's good, Emmett. And with a bang. It ends. I'm fairly sure that is a completely fine note, by the way. I just had bad breath control and wanted to run out of air like a man. We all know that's the real problem with toxic masculinity. It's that men just keep running out of breath. Either way, that was only the first actual easy of this week. We will now move on to another PX chart with Four Veiled Stars from Billiam Moto.
Billiam Moto banger.
You don't even need to say that last bit, you already know. What?
That is me, Electro.
Yeah, you can tell because the trombone is on time now.
Bit of tap streams to warm you up to the song.
Yeah, it definitely gets harder. One spot in particular stands out as being extremely hard, I think, but it's gonna be interesting to see how the competitors fare. You're telling me a star's veiled this far? And here we go. On easy mode, this is definitely doable, but a huge diff spike for sure.
Yeah, that basically decides who wins the map.
Yeah, assuming it's even on everything else, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a bit of a fallacy situation where it's a make it or break it, or it could just be a wrench in the plan for the players. But wait, there's more.
More easy, you say?
There's more easy.
No.
What is this week? What is going on? There's more easy. Yeah, it's gonna be, to top it all off, Raspberry Adventure.
You didn't see that.
Nobody saw anything.
No one saw anything. With a background custom made by Max, of course. Thank you, Max, for the amazing backgrounds, as always.
This one, I feel, is particularly hella cute. This one has an easy chart. Well, all about the tap control. You can see those taps right there. Really tricky. In combination with some quick jump aims at time. Like that bit right there.
A bit on the shorter side for this week, coming in at just 2 minutes as well, so...
Yeah, nice change of pace. Short trip out to get those raspberries. I mean, I would definitely recommend tweaking those patterns, considering it's just 3 notes. It's a quick way to be consistent on them. I mean, it is 2-fingerable. But I don't think you need to make it harder for yourself.
Well, Electro's not playing in the week, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Electro's like the child outside the closed candy store right now. You can look, but you cannot touch. Yeah, very tricky one here. It's going to be a lot of quick finger control.
As that will conclude the easy alone charts.
Well, yeah, with an asterisk.
With an asterisk
behind that, yeah.
As we will move on to everyone's favorite maps in the pool
FL.
with the FL pick of Ram FL Easy.
Also known as FL1. Just to jump scare someone in chat. Got some TTCC shards coming in with a twist. Last year's TTCC. This one particularly fun, I think. As you're kind of getting told what to play before before you actually play it. So less of a need to memorize.
This is my sight read, by the way, so don't mind it.
Thank you, Electro. Yeah, I do think with the amount of tabs coming up here, it's gonna be very good that this is on easy.
Yes.
I can say, besides one pitch correction, which is amounts to 2 notes in the chart, and the addition of 1 slide, the only other changes is that notes have been removed. Oh, also the ending. Div spike is removed and replaced with something a bit more reasonable. We're just going over right here.
And that is it.
For the ECFL chart.
For the ECFL. As, you know, we increased the pool size. We heard you guys complaining there was only 1 FL. Okay, take your second FL. It's less than 3.
Yeah, it might have been easy to surmise from the chart that says 4 FL behind it. This one also has had a lot of changes, though, I will mention. Original Lesson 3 was more like a tech chart, which is less fitting when you're playing FL, of course.
This is another sight read, by the way, so... you will see me reacting to the notes.
Those of you who did play in the 2 Tele Community Championship last year, you might have a bit of an advantage going into this one, you know? Because both songs are from last year, so you might have more experience.
I love FL. That's definitely what they're saying. Nothing else.
Oh yeah, there is a bit of an Easter egg we snuck past BW in this one.
Yeah, the lyrics at the bottom, which you can't see with FL, do say "I love FL."
Yeah, we just edited it. I love FL. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see with the aim of this chart, contrary to the original rule, it doesn't really move out of this like kind of box it's working within here, which for Flashlight is a very big boon. It also has a lot of repeats, some slight variations of course, but in the grand scheme of things, there isn't that much to memorize. It's just you have very little time to react to it due to the speed. So yeah, that's it. Wait, hold on.
Wait a second.
Isn't there supposed to be a tiebreaker?
There is. There's meant to be a tiebreaker.
Oh no. But this chart this can't be the tiebreaker. This is a bit stupid. No, this has to be like week 6 or something.
Did we mess up?
Yeah, who designed this, man? This is no. I guess it's too late now.
We have to roll with it, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. It's gonna be called what is that? Tenshi?
It is Tenshi. I think they made Synthesis, something like that.
I don't know what that song is. I've never heard of that one. Anyways, it's called "Catch Me If You Can." Put it on. I guess we'll see how it goes. Kind of go well. Oh no.
Oh god.
Jokes aside, this one is hella hard.
This is really hard.
This is so hard. Yeah, get your spam fingers ready. Kind of a mix between contradiction and Lumipiage for those of you who really know the Tenshi lore.
I do believe this is also a sight read from me, so just sight reading a few charts here.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting as a tiebreaker, I think, if it ever comes to it. And after having played through 10 charts, then having to perform on this, it's gonna be
I hope
quite
your stamina is
taxing.
still there.
Get a bit of a raw tap session with some aim. Okay, and then you get 2 notes to take a break before Div Spike.
%?
I got a 69 on my sight read. Then I got mad and changed to start. So I don't know. This is why you play test, guys. Yeah, easy would help a lot on this chart, which is why we didn't put it on.
Yeah, that's why it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah. That's gonna be it for week 4, actually. No jokes.
Yeah, that's it. That's everything for week 4. Don't worry about it.
Only 12 charts. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. I hope this was an enjoyable reveal. Hopefully we'll get most of these charts out as soon as possible.
Indeed. As we will also get these schedules out and get that out to you guys so you know when to watch, as we do have a reminder to the players. In the loser's bracket, if you are in the first round, you have a conditional if you win. You do have to schedule 2 matches. So be on the lookout for that. If you do not show up to your conditional, if you are to win your first match, it will be a forfeit. There is no rescheduling that. You do have to show up to both matches. They don't have to be back-to-back. They can be like Saturday and Sunday. But show up to your conditional, schedule it. You have 2 matches to schedule. If you're Albert or Ilu, you do not have 2 matches to schedule. So don't worry about that. But schedule your conditionals and show up to them.
I also just realized I have all the charts anyways. I might as well just post them. So in the TTCC chat, there is now a drive link with all the charts. So yeah, go ham on that. Because you want to get to practicing right away.
Yep.
And I'll post mine, but of course with time zones and stuff, it might be a second until people get all their charts posted on 2Tally itself for rating.
Yes.
Good, Electro. Do get your practice in for our show match, of course, that we will have at some point.
The stats will be done shortly. I have to go do that. I've been very busy myself.
Why aren't you doing the stats, Electro? Come on.
So the stats will come out probably in about an hour and a half. The stat sheet will be updated. I'll also add the map pool to it. So when all the maps get uploaded, they will all have a link in them, and the map pack will be there. And of course, it'll also be posted in TTCC 2025 info chat when Grist gets around to it. So look for the maps in there. That's all we have for you for week 4 for the losers catch up. We can take a quick look at the bracket before we head out.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder.
It's been a good week. Absolutely, and we will see 2 more players go in the first round here, and then another 2 in the second.
Yeah, after this week, we will be left with 4 players, our top 4 of the tournament.
Will it be any different from the 2 tally rating top 4? That's one. Emmett, Professor Hoon, Rano Noise, Mushy Mushy. They all want to prove that the top dogs might not be so top after all. They might be bottom.
Yeah, as chat is pointing out, we do have a few funny rematches from the SSS tournament that I did host. We have Professor Hoom versus Emmett, which was Team Professor Shark, and if Mushi were to win, we will have the winner of SSS rematch in the Sweeper Agents of Albert Soon and Mushi Mushi.
We'd love to see someone having to take out their friends. It's no better storyline, you know?
Yeah.
Real grudge match. Anyways, looking forward to this. It's gonna be a lovely week, I am sure. Thank you all so much for watching today, and we will see you next week.
Yes. See you guys next week for the losers catch up, where we'll be weaning out for the top 4. Catch you guys then.